Welcome to Mysteries, Myths, and Legends. I'm Taylor.
I'm Savannah.
Welcome to the show. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you. But happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope you're wearing green.
Yay.
You better be wearing green, or I will personally hunt you down, track you down, and pinch you. I'm talking to you, Savannah.
It's okay. Does it count though? Because we're technically not recording on St. Patrick's Day, so.
Well, accurate, but I just mean everybody that's listening is going to be listening on St. Patrick's Day, and you better be wearing green.
I thought you were just talking to me. I was like,
no.
Don't do that.
No. My boss, but when she left work today, she was like, Taylor, you better be wearing green tomorrow. And in my head, I'm like, what are you going to do? Pinch me? No.
Oh my god. Actually though, a lot of my work outfits are green. So,
really? I wore green today. I forgot tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day.
Well, you're going to have to do it 2 days in a row.
Yeah, I do. I'll have to
I actually have a topic that has to do with St. Patrick's Day.
Ooh, give it to me.
So first of all, I want to say St. Patrick's Day honestly has such a Wednesday vibe, doesn't it?
It's such a Wednesday vibe. Dude, and the fact that it fell on a Wednesday this year, I was like, wait, is it always on Wednesday? Because I think it's a Wednesday vibe.
Yeah, I know. It's not always on a Wednesday. It's the 17th always.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
It just, I don't know. I just had to bring that up. But it is the anniversary of me meeting One Direction.
Oh my God, Savannah, I hate you so much for that.
Yes.
I can't believe you met Savannah. That is so weird. That is so weird that you're talking about that, because one of my intro topics is also about Harry Styles. Anyway, continue.
Okay, yeah. So for their first CD, Up All Night, I got to go to a CD signing for it. And so me and my friends went. We stayed overnight in a Walmart parking lot.
Oh my God.
So we could be there. There were so many people there. There was like a line outside, and we were all lining up so we could buy the CD, and then you come back like a few days later and get it signed and everything.
Wow. But
it was crazy. This is 2012.
Wow, I'm so jealous.
Freshman year of high school.
I'm so jealous of that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow, that's so sad.
So St. Patrick's Day always reminds me of that.
Wow.
They were all wearing green.
That is so cute. Oh my God.
Yes.
I'm so jealous of you that you met them. Wow. That's so insane. But also...
Someone fainted during it.
That would be me, honestly.
Yeah.
Wow. And then, oh my gosh. Okay. So one of my intro topics was, first of all, did you watch the Grammys?
No.
Dude, are you serious? Harry Styles opened it. And he was a god.
Yeah, I mean, it's all recorded. I can watch it still.
Okay, well, you have to, first of all.
I saw his outfit. It was...
Oh my God. It just makes me
I'm not even gonna say it.
I just literally am not okay. Because the whole time I was watching that, it put me in the mindset, because in a couple months, me and Savannah are going to see him in concert, hopefully.
I know, if it doesn't get pushed back again.
I know. Let's pray to every god that it doesn't, because I can't take it. It's been... Literally, we bought the tickets in 2019, and now it's 2021, and we have yet to see my man's Harry.
I know.
So, but no. That performance, I was like, we're about to see him. I'm so excited. Anyway.
Yes. I hope he plays medicine.
He better play medicine. I'm sure he will. Harry, if you're listening. Wait, Harry, if you're listening, please play medicine.
To everyone who's listening who doesn't care about this, they're like, we don't.
Honestly, if you don't like Harry Styles, you can not listen to the podcast. And I said what I said. Just kidding, but I'm really not. Anyway,
they're already gone.
They've been gone. So another life update. Me and Savannah are half vaccinated.
Oh yeah, we are.
Yeah, and I was gonna just talk a little bit about my experience, because I got vaccinated on Sunday, for the first one.
And I did on Friday.
Yes. Yay, us. But, after, it was fine. It didn't hurt at all. It was fine. It went very smoothly. I went to Walgreens, whatever, it was fine. And then the next morning when I woke up, everything was not fine. whatsoever. I felt like I had the flu, and I was like, oh my God, what is wrong with me? I was like, should I not go to work? I don't know. But I was like, no, I have to go to work. So I went, and I felt so horrible. I haven't felt that horrible in such a long time.
Oh, jeez.
It was really bad. And my friend also got vaccinated on Sunday with me. but in Winston. So I texted her. I was like, hey, are you okay? Like, how are you feeling? And she said the same thing. Like, she woke up absolutely not okay. And I was like, okay, this is weird because I've heard that with the second one, but not the first shot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So anyway, she did some research.
Oh, okay.
And wait, go ahead though. Before.
Oh, I was just gonna say I was like fine.
Okay, so she did research.
Okay.
And found, and I don't know if this is completely true or not. Whatever, just a theory. But apparently, if you have had COVID before, the first shot hits you really bad.
Oh.
I have not confirmed had COVID, but in December of 2019, I got really, really, really sick for like 3 months. And I went to so many doctors and none of them could tell me what was wrong. I did every test. I had a permanent cough that wouldn't go away for even like 6 months. It was really bad. It was really bad. And
you probably did have it.
I think that I did have it. And like when she said that, because she had COVID confirmed, like she definitely had it. And so I was like, okay, that's really weird. And so like I was telling my parents about it today. Because they also think that that was COVID that I had before it had like even came into the U.S. in quotation marks. So maybe I had COVID. I don't know. I want to get an antibody test.
I didn't.
Yeah. So who knows? I guess I don't know. But we're vaccinated, so it doesn't even matter anyway.
Well, it takes like a week to set in. So
yeah. Well,
technically we're not.
True.
Fully, but
we're also not even fully anyway. But you know what? We have made the beginning starts. So
yes. Yeah. By the end of May, we will be. So
by the end of May.
Yeah, because like it takes like after the second one. After the second one, it's like 2 weeks after the second one. You're like fully.
Okay, yeah. So May.
So yeah.
Yay us. Okay. Last thing, as an intro topic, I know the answer is already no, but I have to ask: did you watch Winchester on Netflix?
No, I should have. I didn't have
Savannah
time.
Didn't do her homework.
I really didn't have enough time. You should have reminded me to, though.
Yeah, I should have. I definitely should. Well, I just I wrote that down last week as we were recording. So, and I didn't look at my notes. So.
Oh my god, no! I'm gonna write that. I got a planner. Maybe I'm gonna write it in my planner.
Yes. High importance homework. 2 weeks late.
Definitely.
Every day is late. Like a teacher, I'm taking off a letter grade. So.
Oh my god.
That's so funny. Okay, anyway, let's get into the stories. How about we?
Okay. Yes. So, I guess I'm going first again. Yay.
Yay.
So, mine is going to be bringing it back to ancient Greece again.
Ooh.
We're doing an ancient story.
Love that.
Have you heard of the Fates?
No.
The Sisters of Fate? The Weird Sisters?
No. I was going to say I've seen the Fate saga on Netflix.
You haven't heard of any of it?
Oh, I don't think so. We'll see.
Okay, well, they have many names. I just listed some. The Fates, the Moirai, which is, I guess, the ancient Greece name. The Sisters of Fate, Weird Sisters. And they've also, like, been in different cultures, too. Not just Greece, but it was like Roman culture, and like in the Weird Sisters comes from Norse. So yeah, it's a story that is spread throughout some cultures, but we're gonna focus on like the Greece, ancient Greece.
Yeah,
classic. So they are goddesses who weave. They're like weavers, right? And they assign people their destiny, their fate.
Wow, I want to be that. I want to be a weird sister.
Yeah, well, it's just these three, so you can't really. And the name Moirai, which is like their original name, it means share or portion, so it's basically like everybody gets their share of life.
Love that.
Which is kind of interesting to think about.
It is.
All right. So, in the original story, the Fates are, like, there's actually a few different versions, of course, because, things change over time. But in one version, the Fates are fatherless, so they just have a mother who is Nyx, which is the nighttime, so the night/death. So there's that version. And they're also described as the daughters of Zeus and Themis.
Oh.
Which is like, they represent unchanging. So like they could either represent death or unchanging. So whichever version of fate you like better.
I'm going with death just because I'm dark.
Really? Okay. Alright, so the three sisters are Clotho, Lacheus,
Those are such
or
ugly
Lacheus,
names.
and Atropus.
Those are real ugly names. Sorry,
I could be
them.
saying them wrong. I mean, maybe not, but
yeah.
Clotho, she is the spinner. So she's
a spider.
No, she's the one who like spun the thread.
Oh yeah, they're
like,
weavers.
Pulls it out. Lacheus, I don't know. She measured it out, so measures out how long your life is, and Atropus like cuts it with a pair of shears.
Okay, are they actual weavers? Or are they like symbolic, or both?
Well, what do you mean?
like
do they actually weave?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I didn't really see much about like them weaving, but it would make sense for them to like use the string that they pull and stuff to weave your life, you know?
Yeah.
Like in like a, I don't know, those.
I don't know the terms either.
Like,
but no, I got what you're saying.
Like those things you can like make a picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the threads.
Yes.
Anyways. Okay. So they're represented like many different ways. In like visual art, they were usually like really beautiful, right? But then when they're written down, they're written as like these ugly ladies. Like, so it's like opposite. So I don't know which one they really were.
I'm gonna say that they're beautiful because their names are so ugly they have to be beautiful.
Yeah, maybe. And sometimes they had like a book of fate too in some stories.
Ooh.
So I guess they wrote it down.
Spooky.
Yes.
Eerie.
And you know, everybody knows how like Zeus is supposed to be this all-powerful god in, you know, these stories in mythology, but he didn't even have a say in fate.
Oh.
They were the only ones who had the power to have somebody's fate. Yeah. So what proves this is that one point in the Trojan War, Zeus, he knows that like his son is gonna die at the hands of I can't even say this name. Anyway, he's gonna die, and Zeus can't do anything to save him. Like he can't even be like, you guys need to like let him live. Like you can't tell the fates what to do because it's fate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, that's crazy. But do they have the power to if they wanted to?
They do, yeah. Wow. They can do whatever they want with your life basically, but they just don't have to do what anyone says.
Yeah.
So
wow.
Yeah. Oh, and in another thing, where Zeus was like, it shows that he didn't have any power over them. He was like, before a duel between Hector and Achilles, they got like, Zeus just puts their destiny on a golden scale and like weighs them to like learn what will happen, but he can't control what's gonna happen.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's wild to think about, like Zeus powerless.
I know, like he's the one who like does everything in all the stories and stuff.
I mean, he's literally a god.
Yeah. But apparently he can't actually do...
He's a weak boy.
Yeah, he's weak compared to fate. They do actually help him a few times though. They helped him... They tricked this guy Typhoeus into eating some power weakening fruits. Which is like, interestingly, I don't know what that means, but can you imagine just eating some fruit and it just makes you powerless?
You lose all your power.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay. The fates actually aren't in a lot of stories, so I had to like dig around and find some. They're usually just attending the births of mortals and gods and stories, so they like control everybody's life. They're like at birth, and they're like, this is gonna be your life.
Whoa, they're like the fairy godmothers.
Yeah, kind of. And they like rarely intervene in people's lives. They just like are there and to like tell you, well, they don't tell you, but they like are there to determine like how long you're gonna live and stuff. And yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's good, honestly. Better than not changing what's supposed to happen anyway.
I know. But see, the thing is, I didn't really get to see if it's, I think it's just up to them though. So it's not really what's supposed to happen.
Oh, like that they are like, what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, it's like what they decide.
Wow. So they're having a bad day. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead.
I know, yeah. They're like, all these babies are gonna die. Like,
that's a lot of power.
I know. Okay, so here I found 2 good stories with the fates in it, so I'm gonna go through them.
Yeah, give it to me.
There was one, the story of Meleager. It's, these names are really hard. I'm sorry.
It's okay. My names and my story are also just as bad, so.
Okay, so this is Meleager, I think. His fate was decided when he was 7 days old. Okay.
Wow.
So, I already said the fates don't usually, like, tell you anything about your life, right? Mm-hmm. But, this time, they did go and, like, talk to his mom. His mom was sitting by a fire, and they told her that they were like, oh, your baby's gonna die when this log on the fire is done burning.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So she put out the fire and hid the log somewhere so no one would find it.
Okay, smart.
Yeah. And because of this, he grew up and became like this strong warrior, and he was really good at javelin. Mm-hmm. And he was like unable to die on any battlefield, you know, because he can only die from the log burning.
Log. That is so funny.
Yeah, it's honestly
So
awesome.
Is he immortal then? As long as the log is hidden?
Yeah, as long as it's hidden. And nobody... Yeah. Okay. So Artemis was trying to get back at the king at the time for, like, not honoring her. Mm-hmm. And she's, like, the women goddess of, like, warriors, I think. Mm-hmm. And she had a bear kill, like, all the king's men. So they called out for, like, new warriors to come, right? And a bunch of men showed up, and one woman showed up.
Shout out to her.
And her name was Atalanta. Mm-hmm. It's like Atlanta, but with an extra A.
Atalanta. I don't really know. Interesting.
Yeah. And Artemis is the one who, like, told her to go, basically, because they didn't really like women being warriors,
of course
even then. Yeah. But that was basically Artemis's way of getting back at the king for not, like... Yeah. Okay, so Meleager, he was part of this clan, I guess, and he was married at the time, but he fell in love with Atalanta. Yeah. Okay, so while they were out, you know, fighting, I guess, a bear came and attacked them all, and he was the one to kill it, right? Mm-hmm. And to save them all, but he gave the pelt to her as like, oh, I love you. Yeah. Here you go.
Here's my trophy.
Yeah, exactly. But apparently that was like really disgraceful almost, because you're supposed to wear it if you killed it, like only if you killed it.
Oh yeah.
So all the other guys got mad, and they were his uncles.
Oh.
Apparently. But they were all really mad because it was disgraceful and stuff. So they attacked Meleager, and they like tried to kill him, but obviously he can't be killed. Like, they should know that, but whatever. So he ended up killing them.
Wow. All of them?
Like a few of them.
Family murder spree.
Exactly. And then, okay, then his mom shows up, right? And these are her brothers. And she's like, I can't believe you literally killed all of my brothers. Why did you?
You killed all my family and I saved your life.
Over this stupid girl. So, you know what she did?
She threw the log in the fire.
Yeah, she took out the log and killed him.
Wow. Wow. After all of that.
She's like, I should have just let you
She said, this log should have burned years ago.
Yeah, when it was burning the first time.
Wow. So, but that really kind of makes no sense because now she doesn't have any brothers or her son. But okay.
I know. I just thought that one was crazy.
No, that is crazy.
Fate told you what was going to happen. And you're like, no, I'm just never going to let the log burn. But something even worse ended up happening, you know?
Yeah. That's horrible. But it's funny.
They didn't tell her the whole truth, I guess.
Yeah. Dang.
All right. So there's another story. Okay. So this is the story of Admetus and Acleistus. Yes. Okay. So Apollo, who is, I'm pretty sure, Artemis's sister.
Yeah, I think so too.
Right. He had like killed a cyclops. You know.
Okay, Percy Jackson.
And he was like condemned to be a slave for the king Admetus. But then like Apollo was like, okay, I'm just gonna become friends with him. So they become friends, and Apollo even helps him to like get his wife, who was the most beautiful princess, Acleistus.
Oh.
So there you go.
There you have it.
So he's not a slave anymore. He's just the king's best friend.
That would be my plan too.
I know, yeah. Apollo, he found out that the king was going to die soon.
How did he find this out? By the fates?
I think so. But then he goes and decides to talk to the fates to try to get them to change everything. And you know how he wanted to do this?
How?
He got them drunk.
Oh, that's the way. That's one way to do it. Maybe not the best way.
Dionysus, give me some wine.
We love the Greek mythology.
I know. It's like so interesting.
It's my favorite subject.
Okay, so then he brought them wine, made them drunk, and he's like, look, my friend Admetus he's gonna die soon, right? But you guys should let him live longer. He said that he was gonna like try to switch out his life with somebody else's, like find someone else.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But he didn't actually go and find someone else. Before like he could die or anything, Admetus, his like wife came and was like, I'll trade my life for his, because she was so devoted and stuff, right?
Ow, my heart.
So there she is. She's like about to die in his place because they agreed to this somehow.
They were drunk.
Like, I guess Apollo was like convincing. But then Hercules comes out of nowhere.
Where was he this whole time?
Yeah, I don't know. He comes out of nowhere and he saves her from death.
What?
He wrestles death.
Oh, I was about to say how. Wow. Okay. And he won?
Yeah, so nobody ended up dying.
What? That's insane.
Yeah, and that's the only time the fates were ever tricked. So, like, that's the only time.
Oh, wow.
What was supposed to happen didn't happen.
So they all survived, even the king.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. So, those were the two stories I had. There's a lot of media appearances of these sisters.
Media?
Yes. They're in, like, media. Like...
They're alive?
No, like, in stories and stuff.
Oh, in stories.
Like pop culture.
Oh, okay. Pop culture was the word.
I mean, I'm pretty sure media is a good word for that too. But
I don't know.
Get it.
No. Suddenly I'm thinking like they're YouTubers or something.
Oh, honestly, they might be.
They might be.
So they were in Macbeth. Well, like William Shakespeare's Macbeth. They were in...
Oh. Okay. No, that's where I've heard it from. I definitely have heard of the Weird Sisters, but I don't think that I fully realized that they were like, I don't know, like Greek mythology.
The Weird Sisters, yeah. they're also in the new Sabrina series. Sort of.
What? Who?
The
Wait, the
weird
three sisters? No.
Well, it's not really them. It's the characters in the show.
Well, yeah.
Like, yeah,
Wow.
but that's where they get that from.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and they're in the Disney animated film Hercules.
Yeah. That as they should be, because
And
Hercules.
I know, yeah. And in the Lightning Thief.
And Percy Jackson.
Yes.
What? Okay, first of all, hold up. Percy Jackson was my favorite book series as a kid.
See, they're in a lot of things.
But I don't remember them. Or maybe that's where I remember them most from. But I don't. It doesn't come to my head, the top of my head.
I didn't actually read that, so maybe they're not.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Savannah, you're serious?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, did you at least see the movie?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, well, there's at least that.
Okay, so I wanted to open this up to some deep discussion, Taylor.
Okay.
Do you believe in fate?
That is so hard. I think I believe in a mixture of both.
Yeah, that's kind of what I said too. I like wrote some stuff down.
Mm-hmm.
I said like I kind of do to some extent.
Yeah.
Like if you were to compare it to these sisters, right?
Yeah.
It's like the big things are sort of like fate, right?
Yeah.
And then but not down to every little detail. Like they're
For
gonna pull the string and be like, okay, this is like how long your life is, but we don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not every single move is planned out.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
It's just like the big things.
But the big things,
also,
yeah.
I think it's a little like choose your own adventure, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe they have multiple strings.
I was gonna say,
for
like,
each person.
I mean, I do kind of believe in like the multiverse theory of life.
Yeah, true.
Like
true,
where
true.
like in a bunch of other universes, like you could have decided to go to Chick-fil-A instead of McDonald's, and then like in the other universe you went to McDonald's instead of Chick-fil-A, you know, like just everyday decisions. Like there's a universe for like every single decision you can make. I feel like that's a crazy theory. But
Yeah.
but then
Oh
who
my
knows?
god. If you think about like what they would have to do for that though, if they like actually existed, right?
Yeah,
They're, like,
they would be
pulling,
working
like, all
real
these
hard.
millions of strings.
They would be real tired all the time.
Or maybe it's like you have these strings, right? And then you like zoom in on them like microscopic level.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like
And
all
it's just
these
like you can
different
see
ways.
you can see what's going on.
Yes.
That's kind of like in The
Exactly.
Flash. I know you don't really watch that show, but like something similar is like that. They have like a thing you can like zoom in and like look at what's happening in a different
I think I've seen some of
multiverse.
that. Yeah.
Or hear me out. What if in all the other universes there are just like three sisters, like the fates in for every universe?
Yeah.
Who
That'd be
knows?
cool. And they're like called something different every time.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh, and something I thought that was cool, the phrase like the wyrd sisters comes from the Norse word wyrd, which is wyrd.
Mm-hmm.
And that word means fate.
Oh, what? That's cool.
Yeah. So like does the word weird really mean like it's supposed to happen? Like I don't know.
Oh, that is really weird. Wow. Okay, first of all, I say weird a lot, and now that's all I'm gonna think about. Because
Yeah, exactly.
oh, that's weird that it means fate.
It's weird that
I
it
can't
means
even
weird.
stop saying the word weird now. You've cursed me. Wow.
Okay, well, I mean that's pretty much what I wanted to go through.
Yeah.
Unless you have anything else about fate.
That
Destiny. Okay,
Honestly,
also,
blew my
are
mind.
fate and destiny the same thing?
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Do you think so? I mean, I think that they mean the same exact thing.
Yeah, actually, okay. I think destiny has like more of a positive connotation, and then like fate
Yeah.
is like negative for some reason.
Yeah.
But it is the same thing.
No, it's definitely the same thing, but you're right. I definitely think of like Destiny, like I think of Shrek.
Oh my god.
Like it was his destiny to like find the princess or whatever, but
Oh my god. I was gonna say I think of Miley Cyrus because isn't that her name?
yeah, it is her name. That's so funny.
Okay.
Oh, okay, first of all, that story is crazy. Wow.
Those multiple stories.
I just mean like the Fate sisters in
Yeah, I
general.
know.
Like, oh wow, that kind of blows my mind. Because I'm just like,
I'm gonna be
like,
thinking
is
about
it
that in real
real?
life.
Like, that's insane.
Yeah, like, it's already all planned out for you.
Wow. So maybe I need to stop working so hard. See, that's the thing I can't think about, because then I'll really.
But then maybe that was written in your, like, in your book on your string or whatever. They're
True.
like, okay, she's gonna find out about this, and then she's gonna slow down.
And she's not gonna do anything with her life.
Exactly.
You're right. I better just keep on going.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Alright, I'm excited to see what you have.
Okay. So, this week I'm doing the legend of the Kuchisake Onna. Have you ever heard of that?
Okay, I can already tell the names are gonna be just as hard to say.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was saying. I was like, oh, you have bad names. I also have bad names.
People listening this time are just gonna be like, what are they talking about?
Yeah, I am so sorry. But I wanted to expand the horizon a little bit.
Yes, exactly.
Travel outside of the United States of America.
I know we both did.
I know.
So it's good.
And this time, I'm taking it to Japan. Why did I almost say France? I don't know. But Japan.
I mean, it's not that close, so it's gonna...
Not at all. Okay, so the Kuchisake Onna, I got that word down pretty good. Kuchisake Onna translates exactly to the slit-mouthed woman.
Oh.
So, this is another cryptid, ghost-ish, but more of a cryptid legend. So, the Kuchisake Onna is said to live in the dark, basically. She likes to stay in dimly lit streets, dark alleyways, forest, creepy, anywhere dark, creepy. That's where she likes to be.
I'm already scared of the dark.
Okay, listen. As I was finishing the story last night, I went to bed and I was horrified that the Kuchisake Onna, oh no, that was not it. The Kuchisake Onna was standing in my corner of the room.
Oh my god.
So yeah. Have fun with nightmares.
I'm gonna go to bed and be like, ah.
But I'm pretty sure she only stays outside, so you can have like a little bit of comfort.
Now, and she's probably only in Japan, so.
Yeah, she is actually only in Japan.
Okay,
so
good.
I think we're safe. So, so who is this slit-mouthed woman? It is the ghost of a woman who was mutilated and has come back to this world to wreak vengeance on the world.
Oh no.
Yes. So, as you can probably imagine, her name, the slit-mouthed woman, comes from a really deep, bloody gash of a smiley face, like kind of like the Joker, that runs across her mouth, like making her permanently have a like huge smile from ear to ear. So, disgusting.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. So, the legend says that late at night, the Kuchisake Onna will cover up her mouth, mostly with a mask, which is relevant to these times. But actually, in Japan, they have pretty much always wore masks, like even as fashion, but also just to keep safe. It's a very populated place, so.
I know that. Okay, you know how like on Snapchat the filter with the masks was popular like a few years ago?
Yeah.
That's probably because of like Japan. And
China for sure, for sure. I know. Like they have been wearing masks for so long. For so long. And they're like trying to be fashionable about it. And they kill the game. So, yeah. So basically, she pretty much wears a mask, but sometimes people will see her with a scarf covering up her, anything really, to cover up her scar. So she will, like, find travelers. It's always at night. She'll find travelers and, like wave them down, like, as if she needs help. You know, she's like a beautiful girl late at night in the middle of nowhere. Ooh, people are going to pull over and try to help her. And so they'll, like, if they're in a car or whatever, they'll roll down the window and she'll be like, "Am I pretty?"
Oh my god.
So, if the victim answers yes, she will pull off her mask, scarf, whatever she's using to cover it up, and show her bloody, smiley, grinny mouth.
Oh god.
And then she'll ask again, "Am I pretty now?" And if the victim answers no, or screams in terror, or just doesn't answer, she will slash the person from ear to ear to make them look like her. But if the victim lies and says that she is pretty the second time she asks, she will walk away, but only to follow her target home and then brutally slaughter them later that night.
What? So you can't get out of it?
Well, I didn't say that. But
oh my god. That's... Oh my god.
I know. So how did this woman become this creature? Because she was just, at one point, a normal woman. So, according to the legend, Kuchisake Onna was the unfaithful wife of a samurai warrior a long, long time ago. And as punishment for her cheating, her husband sliced the corners of her mouth for ear to ear. So, like, she would always have to remember. I know. So, but actually, other versions of the legend say that her mouth was slit during a medical or, like, dental procedure because the doctor was jealous of how pretty she was.
Oh my god.
Either way.
I don't know which one I hate more.
I know. Either way is horrible. Like, absolutely horrible.
I don't want to go to the dentist now.
No, I know. Right. So, but either way, no matter what happened, she came back as a very evil spirit. Obviously. Yeah. I mean, like, imagine if that happened to you. I would also come back as an evil spirit. So not only is she, first of all, beautiful. Second of all, wearing something to cover her mouth wound. But she's always carrying something sharp. Sometimes it's a knife, a machete, scissors, sometimes even a scythe. Scythe, I don't know.
Isn't that like... That seems like something you could use to do that, too.
Oh, for sure. Because that's what she does to the victims, if they say no. So,
like, that's such a dramatic way to do it.
Oh, it's so dramatic. Absolutely so dramatic. But I honestly love it. So, you asked earlier, so there's no way to survive it. Well, apparently, there are a couple ways that you can survive the Kuchisake Onna. So, so she asks you if you're beautiful. You can answer whatever. Wait, no, I lost my spot. Okay, no. She asks you, is she beautiful? And if you answer, instead of yes or no, if you answer average, or you go, you aight. This answer will apparently shock her because she's like not expecting that. And somehow will give you time to run away.
Oh.
I know. So, but that way seems lame to me. There are a couple other ways.
Okay.
And this one is my favorite.
Intrigued.
So apparently I can't even think about saying this because it sounds so ridiculous. But apparently in life, this woman really, really, really loved hard candy. So if you throw some hard candy at her, it'll distract her and give you enough time to run away.
Oh my god.
Because candy is apparently her kryptonite. But not just any candy. I had to look it up because I was like, I need to know if this woman likes like any candy or just like a specific candy because I want to know.
Oh my god.
Must be good if she's like seeking this candy after life.
So that's so... Okay, so basically you have to just run away from her. You can't just like...
No, you have to run away.
Her not to kill you.
Oh, no.
She's like, I'm gonna kill you.
No, she's gonna kill you.
Run away.
You have to run. No other option.
What?
But, so the candy is actually called Beko Ame is her favorite. Okay. And it's like a lemon honey flavor, which sounds good to me. That does sound good. And people say it like tastes like tea, like lemon tea.
Oh,
so I was like, okay.
I want some.
I know, like I would probably stop killing people to get some of that candy.
Yeah, really.
But yeah, so basically, any way you can distract her and run away, you can possibly survive. But also, like if she follows you, then you're goner anyway. So you gotta make sure she's not following you.
Oh my god. See, I don't know.
I don't know either. I would honestly just probably let her take me. I'd be like,
okay, even if somebody random came up to me and asked, like, am I pretty? Like, what do you even...
I mean, you have to say yes.
How do you even answer that?
You have to say yes. Honestly, nobody...
That's such an awkward thing to ask,
It's so awkward. It's so awkward. And if I was in my car and first of all, I would never stop. I don't care. I would never stop for anybody. I would not. If somebody was hurt, I would call the police, but still keep driving.
Yeah, I'm too scared. But I've been listening to too many podcasts.
Same. Like, I'm not doing that. But, like, if I rolled down my window, stopped for somebody, and the first thing that she said was, am I pretty? I would literally hit the gas so hard. It would not even make sense.
I know. Like, even before listening to this, like...
Right.
That's so creepy.
That's so creepy.
Why are you saying that?
Right.
Or it's just, like, some random person says that to you, like... somehow it's not creepy, but
right.
It would still be like awkward. Like I don't know.
Oh, either way, it's awkward. Oh, that's funny.
I don't think I would even say, yeah, you are. Like, I don't know what I would
like,
even
yeah.
say.
Oh.
Yeah. I know.
It
That's
is
such
really
a weird
awkward.
thing to ask.
She's putting people in a really bad position. There's no winning.
Really.
But
you're just trying to be nice, pulling over to the side of the road.
Right, and then you're also trying to be nice by saying, yes, you're pretty. And then she's going to kill you anyway.
Oh my god, this girl.
I know. But apparently, there is one more way to avoid her.
Oh, okay.
And, well, not really avoid her, but, you know, escape. Is when she asks if she's pretty, just look confused and be like, am I pretty? And just, like, try to confuse her. So apparently you can outsmart her. And then they were somehow able to get away after they asked that. I don't know. So apparently,
I'm keep that in my mind.
Yeah, do keep that in the back of your mind in case you ever run into a Kuchisake Onna. So.
Oh my god.
But also, so hear me out. I feel like these ways that I just described to survive her, people have said that that's what has worked for them.
Right.
But I'm just like, are you just trying to sound cool? Like you got away from her? Like, because I feel like these ways are not real. Like, how are you going to outrun a ghost, first of all? How about you riddle me that one? Because...
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
I don't know. I think maybe, like, once you turn the corner, she's like, where'd you go?
Where could they have gone?
Maybe they have short-term memory.
Maybe you're right. But also, I feel like the people who have said that is sus. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can totally get that.
What I find sus about this story is the people who have survived this, not the whole story in general.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but, like, do people in Japan just, like, have those hard candies in their pocket just in case?
Probably. I would. Yeah, exactly.
I would just because they're good. They seem good.
Right. They seem delicious. Now I'm trying to order some.
Just in case.
Right. Just in
That's
case.
What you
gotta
tell
have the
everyone.
weapon.
You're like, oh, it's just in case someone wants to kill me.
They're like, wait, do you have a weapon with you? Yeah. I got my, what are they called? I got my Becco Ame on me.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Wait, can we try to order those?
No, I'm so serious. I'm really
Tell our
down.
Assistant.
Hey, Juju, will you write that down? Will you get some Becco Ame, please? Thank you. Okay, so this legend actually has parts that date back to the Edo period, which is like the 1600s. Ooh. Don't really know what was going on there. I don't really know much about Japanese history, but I tried to look into it a little bit for this. So
my story is pretty far back there too.
Oh, we love a good far back story. But so even though it has like origins back in the 1600s, it really became popular in the 1970s. Ooh. When the Japanese economy was like changing a little bit more to like urban life, and they had like more TVs, more just like the modern era, I would say. You know, cars, phones, whatever, all that stuff. So this time period made it really easy for people to share stories more than just like telling people, you know, TV's media. You know how
a lot of stories became big in like the 70s.
For sure. That's just because it's only because like people could reach more people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, because I mean, think about if we didn't have that, we would never know about this story. Like, unless we went to Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
The world's crazy.
I know I've talked a lot, though, about how this woman will come up to cars at night, but that's not all she'll do. No.
Oh, no.
She also hides in bushes, dark alleyways, anywhere that's dark and creepy to just catch anybody that she can. Because she doesn't care about, like, who the people are. She just wants to kill. Because, I mean, honestly, like, I don't know how long she lived after. I think a while, though, with her mouth slit like that. And so, like, I can't really imagine, like, how much torment she had to go through. First of all, it had to be painful to have your mouth slit like that. And
I know,
also,
that sounds like it.
Nobody would ever stop staring at you.
And then when it, like, scars...
It would be so bad.
Yeah.
And it would still hurt. I feel like it would never stop hurting, actually. So,
Yeah. Wait, does she, like, kill kids and stuff? Or is it just, like...
Boy, it's like you are reading my mind, Savannah.
Oh, my God.
So...
I actually have your notes in front of me.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. Okay, so in Japan, there's a town called Yaotsu, and in 1978, a rumor started going around the town that this old woman from a like predominant family like of farmers in this town said that she saw a slit-mouthed woman standing in the corner of her garden at night. First of all, excuse me? That is so creepy. So she was like telling people around about that, you know, just saw this woman with a slit mouth in my garden. And
she wasn't wearing her mask?
No, she wasn't. She only wears the mask. I guess she couldn't tell that the woman was could see her. Because she was like inside the house.
Okay.
And she wasn't like looking at her or anything. She was just standing in the garden. I don't know what she was doing. Who knows?
Just observing.
But yeah, she was just gardening, actually. She was just, you know,
yeah,
making use of her time. But, you know, she only wears the mask when she like first initially goes up to somebody. So.
Okay.
Anyway, so the old woman had like told everybody about this, and the local newspaper actually ended up like writing an article about it. And that's how this legend started to really spiral. So in just a couple weeks, in literally 6 months, people all around the world had heard about this. So after this newspaper like came out with this one article.
And this was in the 70s?
Yeah, 1978.
Oh, jeez.
I know. So in the same town during this time, there was a large number of kids who were attending the school there, and it was really, really, really overcrowded. And they actually called it the cram school because of how many kids they crammed in there. Right. I was like, wow, okay.
Jeez.
Right. And so
the cram school.
I know. And so it's 1978. You know, these kids are walking to school. But funny enough, I mean, I don't know how school is in Japan. Didn't really look it up that much. But this school was held at night.
Oh.
And so these kids are walking to school at night in the town where the Kuchisake Onna has been seen. And yeah, I mean, obviously there's stories of her attacking the kids. Awful.
Oh, no.
Awful. And the people were actually disappearing kids, and so the parents and the teachers really started to freak out, and they actually got the police to escort from like the whole rest of the year, I guess, maybe even longer than that, but definitely for the whole rest of the year, to escort the kids in groups home. Like the police would walk them home so that they would be safe.
Oh my god.
I know.
They should have given these kids a candy to throw at the...
That is so funny, but Jesus, honestly accurate.
Or
how about, I don't know, like drive your kid. Don't have the school at night, first of all.
Yeah.
Maybe that would solve every problem.
Okay, so a lot of people in Japan don't have cars, though, so they couldn't really...
Okay, but in this time was when the cars started booming. Because this is like a small town. Well, this isn't like Tokyo or whatever.
Alright. Well, maybe they should have walked with their kids to school.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe they should have done that. Maybe they should have had a bus. Maybe they could have done a lot of things differently. But,
yeah.
But, yeah. Ooh, okay. So, you almost literally never hear any stories about anybody who survived the Kuchisake Onna, which is why I do think that the stories of the people who did survive by, like, throwing candy and such things are a little bit sus. Because there are absolutely no stories of people surviving. Only people literally dying of mysterious causes. And have said to be, like, near where she could have been. So.
Alright, well, how... Okay, so it's just, like, they died in a mysterious way. We don't
Well,
really
they
know.
were slashed.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, they were slashed. And some of them have, right. Slit mouths. So. It's either a copycat killer or this lady is real. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was actually able to find a story of one person who did survive. And it's, okay, so it goes, there was a boy named Chance. I don't really know how old he was, but he was young. And he had an encounter with a slit-mouthed woman. And his mom had always warned him to stay away from this, like, one remote area, like, in their town that he always liked to go to with his little friends. Because he's a dumb little boy. Typical. And, what did he do? Go there. By himself. Because he was like, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. And... So, I don't know how exactly, but I guess his family was, like, really religious, and he said that the one thing that he knew for a fact, and the reason that he wasn't scared, is because he knew that evil spirits could be banished by using certain words. And I was like, okay, sir.
Well, how did he banish them? Teach me the words.
Okay, so this Chance kid goes to this remote area where his mom literally told him not to go, and... the Kuchisake Onna pops out from behind a tree and confronts him. Of course. And he's obviously scared because he was not expecting to see her, obviously. And so he, like, jumps and, like, falls on his back. And she is like standing over him and she's like, am I pretty? You know, the typical question. She removes the mask, shows him, and Chance grabs his cross necklace and chants the devil's curse. Okay, I'm a little bit afraid to read this, but I will.
Okay. Wait, why are you afraid?
It's the devil's curse. Well, I guess I'm not cursing anybody.
Wait, but if it's the devil's curse, how is it banished them?
Well, I'll just read it to you.
Okay.
I banish you to the shadow of death. I corrupt you to the netherworld, from which no one has ever come from. Into the dirt no being should ever cross. And, you know, Chance had just hoped that him saying this would scare her or something. I don't know. And like that she had just ran away. But instead he sits up and sees two huge demonic looking hands coming out of the dirt. And literally, I can't even. So two demon hands coming up out of the dirt behind him.
Wait, that's just like one of those Halloween decorations.
No, you're right. No, you're right.
Anyway.
And okay, so the hands they reach over the boy, go over the lady, grab her by the legs, and drag her into the dirt. Literally, like creating a circle, almost like the devil's training ground, and like pulled her into the circle. And literally pulled her into the earth. And the last thing that she said to Chance, she was like, "I'll be back, and I will tear you to pieces."
Oh my god!
I know. So, take that, I guess as you will, because apparently this dude thought the Kuchisake Onna was scarier than the devil. I don't know.
Yeah, no, but if I were him, I would be so scared, like the rest of my life almost, because like
same. Like he just had the power to call the devil, right? And she said she's coming back.
Exactly. Like, what if she just appears someday? Like you don't know when.
Right.
Oh my god.
I wonder if she did come back. It didn't say, but I mean, if he's dead, I guess we'll never know.
I know. Oh
From the Kuchisake Onna, I don't know. So, I mean, as you can imagine, this story is horrifying, and it's been used to scare kids into like being good and following the rules. You know, typical legends. But yeah, but you know how we like always go back to like how good this story would be like at a campfire, and I think this is literally the perfect campfire story, because can you imagine sitting in the middle of the woods, me telling you this story, and then you just like hear like a crack and you're like, oh my god, it's the Kuchisake Onna.
I know. Oh my god.
I would be so scared. Like I would not want to tell this story. I was scared even researching it, but I would not want to tell the story outside in the dark.
Oh, I know. So, yeah. I know.
Yeah. So that's all I got.
You're like on the Japanese countryside, and you're just like,
oh no,
it's just so pure and like calm, and then you tell that story.
The cherry blossoms are everywhere, and then suddenly you just see the Kuchisake Onna behind the tree. Scary.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's the story.
Yeah, I would have rather heard my story by a campfire, because it was much more calmer.
Same.
But I mean, people did die in mine though too.
Yeah, they sure did. Throwing the log on the fire.
Oh my god, yeah, true, that's a campfire. So
oh my god. That's a really sad campfire.
You just don't let it finish burning.
Well, she
oh my
did.
god, you tell your kids that, and then you just like don't ever let your fire finish burning. Like every time you have a fire. Just because of that.
That's so funny. Wow. Well.
Anyways.
Yeah. I guess that's all that we got for you.
Yeah.
Wait, go ahead.
You remember last time we had a code word, because you said your brother might not listen?
My brother did not give me the code word. No! I knew he was a fake fan.
I asked Adriana, because she's like, oh, I listened to it. And I was like, okay, what was the code word? And she said, what code word?
No, she didn't.
So she didn't listen.
Adriana, you didn't listen.
She said she listened to part of it.
Oh, Adriana's a fake fan. Fake fan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's okay.
Well,
maybe they only listen to like part of it, and you know, they'll come back.
Yeah. They better. At Josh, at Adriana. You have to go check out our Instagram, because we post pictures of everything that we talk about like every week.
Yes.
But this week you're really going to want to see it, because the pictures, I mean, obviously I don't have any real pictures of the slit-mouthed woman, but there's been movies and like recreations, and they are so creepy, and you have to go look at it. Mm-hmm. So go peep our Instagram.
Yes. And okay, so honestly, I was thinking about this. Since you can't really comment on these audios, like you can comment on our Instagram posts.
True that.
About the podcast.
True that.
If you have anything to say, just drop a comment on our Instagram, and there you go.
Ooh, I have an idea. Leave your favorite spooky emoji underneath the Instagram post, because I want to know. I'll drop mine. Yep. Okay, our sources are going to be below as per usual. You got anything else?
Nope.
Sab?
That's all.
All right, then. See you next week.
Okay, cue the music.